All right, well, moving right along. This is kind of an all-star show. We've got some of my favorite people and some of my favorite causes that are being talked about today. Hopefully I haven't skipped over any pages, have I? We're okay? No, we're good, all right. Next, we're going to talk about the Community Spotlight. Nancy, get ready. This is sponsored by Gateway Bank. For more than a decade, Gateway Bank has worked to earn the opportunity to do business with you, so thank you, Gateway Bank. Please welcome to the stage one of the nicest, most saintly people that I know, and one of the persons doing the best work in our community. This is House of Refuge Executive Director Nancy Marion. Thank you.
Oh, Mayor, saintly?
Saintly.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't.
Pressure.
I don't throw that phrase out, routinely. I save it for very special people.
Thank you.
So, Nancy, you are doing good work in our community. Tell us, if there's anybody who's been living under a rock and doesn't know about House of Refuge, give us a short description of what it is.
Well, House of Refuge is a transitional housing program for homeless families. So transitional means there's a time limit on it. You can stay with us up to 24 months. But what we do is we hold you accountable and responsible for your actions. We help you learn life skills. So we have an 85% success rate of moving people from homelessness to safe housing, and we're just very proud of that number. Not so much for us, but for the success of the residents that achieve that.
And this is, when did you start doing House of Refuge?
October 1996. 96.
And I don't mean to dwell on the challenges that you faced, yes. But a few years ago, HUD changed the way that it funds transitional housing, and you went from receiving funding to not receiving funding.
Absolutely, that was huge. But
yes.
As we look back now, Mayor, it really was, we were put through the same test that so many of our residents have gone through. And that is, you have funding one day, and all of a sudden, that funding is cut off, and what do? You can either just decide to curl up in a ball and just let life, go at you, or you just stand up and you go, this is not acceptable. And that's what House of Refuge and this amazing community that you see here did. And they said, we are not going to lose this inventory for homeless families because homelessness is such a major cause throughout the nation. But definitely in our backyard, we did not want that going offline.
No, our community would have been in serious trouble had you not risen to the challenge of doing what you needed to survive. So it is an inspiring story, and it is kind of a model for the lives that you save every day. So tell us what's new at House of Refuge. I know there's lots happening.
There is lots new. Transitional housing is one model of assisting homeless people. But there's another model, and that is where do people go after they leave programs? And that is into affordable housing. And as you and I both know, affordable housing is sparse. I think the national number says that for every 100 affordable housing units needed, there are 25 available. So that means that you're already kind of climbing up a hill trying to find a home. So at House of Refuge, we're trying to help you earn a livable income. So that's one of the things that we do. And then the next thing that we've done is we feel as a community that we need to help those among us that are in need. And so we've partnered with a longtime partner of ours, and on January 14th, we acquired 114 affordable housing units in downtown Phoenix.
Wow. Yeah. So this is an agency that just a handful of years ago was literally 4 years ago, didn't have a pulse. And now you are really one of the largest and strongest human service providers in the area. So what a great testament to you and your board and your the folks that have rallied around you. So that's great. You have affordable housing, 119 homes?
114.
114.
And a warehouse.
But the facility that's in Mesa, what part of the homeless population do you serve there?
So 85% of our residents are single moms, head of household. About 50% will have a history of domestic violence. And like so many of us know families that are living with families, and we know that they just don't make enough in the course of their month to be able to afford a home and food and all those necessary items. So far and away, the majority of the families that we care for are those that are single moms that have found their way into other family members' homes and really are ready to step out on their own and grow and become independent, just like we all like being.
Well, if anybody hasn't been there, this is part of the old on-base housing at the Williams Air Force Base. It's transitioned into Gateway Airport, and those housing units were transitioned into small homes where it's predominantly homeless mothers with young children. It's a very inspiring place to go. I don't know anybody who's gone there and hasn't committed to doing all they can to help you. What's the best way for folks that are maybe new to hearing about you or feel compelled to get involved? What can we do to help you?
Well, we always love our volunteers and we love our donors. You can't do it without either one of those. And I'm going to just have one quick brag moment. One of the certifications that we recently acquired was we feel it's very important to support you in the autism certification, and House of Refuge was the first nonprofit to get our certification because we believe so strongly in caring for all the people in our community. But not only that, we have an amazing community outreach coordinator that is back there somewhere, just a member of the team that's here that are just awesome. And several of the members went out and what they did was they received the Points of Light Service Enterprise Initiative, and that means that we are in the top 11% of the nation when it comes to dealing and helping volunteers know how to connect with our agency. So thank you, Hannah, for all your work on that. But because of that, we are very good at helping people come in and learn how to be a part of our program, because nobody wants to come in and have their volunteer time wasted. So we're always looking for volunteers. We're always looking for the Arizona tax credit, because that's an easy way of supporting a program where you actually get the money back. So those are ways that they can support us.
And you accept donations?
We do accept donations. Rebecca Martinez is sitting back there. She's the head of our donation center. And we believe in dignified housing. We believe in dignified programming. And so she's made a center where residents can come in and shop. No money has ever exchanged hands. We work closely with the food bank, United Food Bank, to be able to provide food for our families. So we're really excited about the program that we put together out there.
So I was thinking financial donations, but you're right. You've got a great facility there where people come in with clothing that they want to donate, food that they want to donate, a lot of in-kind donations in addition to financial contributions.
And that's really important with the summer coming up, because in summer, kids are still hungry, but the free breakfast and free lunch are gone. And so we're trying to always get donations in so that we can keep our kids. We have about 150 on property on any given day. Make sure that they have food throughout the summer.
Okay, what's the easiest way for someone to go online and learn more about House of Refuge?
So you can go to www.houseofrefuge.org, and it's important you remember the org, because some people go com and they never find us.
All right, well, Nancy, there's not anyone in town who deserves a buntlet more than you, and I'm happy to let you know that you're going to walk out with, be the proud owner of a Nothing Bundt Cakes buntlet before you leave today.
But can I just take this 1 second to say thank you
Please.
to you. Thank you to Councilmember Thompson. You discussed the difficulties we came up against 4 years ago. If it weren't for people like you in this community standing strong behind us, we never would have made it. But we did survive, and we're thriving, and it's because of leaders like you, thought leaders that say this cannot be.
Well, you know, I've always said Mesa is a great combination, frankly, of people who need help and people who are inspired and called to and affluent enough to provide help. And your organization and those like you in Mesa are a great example of that. You're really part of the core values of what makes Mesa Mesa. We're not just a collection of streetlights in the Phoenix metro area. We're a community that has a very compassionate core value to it, and you're the poster child for that. So thank you for all that you do in our community.
Thank you.
Nancy, thank you. You bet. Appreciate you. Thank you.